Welcome back to your own YouTube channel, Speak Up with Sahil. Where we dive into the most pressing global news and current affairs. Today, we are covering a major diplomatic standoff between Canada and India. Recently, Canadian officials accused senior Indian diplomats of being involved in a network of assassinations targeting Sikh separatists in Canada. But how did it get to this point, and what does this mean for both countries? Let's break it down. You might have heard recently the person who got assassinated in Canada, and people have started playing accusing game on each other. India has claimed that Canada is responsible behind the killing of a person who was demanding for Khalistan there in Canada, and so many things happen go on. After that, now an independent study, or maybe some things done by Justin Trudeau, that clearly says the person who got killed in Canada, the high official ranking agents or high officials, raw agents, or maybe some of the high officials involved in the killing of that person. How much it is truth means like the false allegations or the allegations which are made by Canadian regime. How much it is true, we are going to find out in this video. So stay tuned with us by clicking the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. In this video, we are going to dive down about the fight which has started between these two nations, and that somewhat deteriorated the relationship of these two countries. The first point, we have to understand the catalyst of tension, the Hardeep Singh Nijjar case. This incident came into the spotlight after the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, a prominent figure in the Sikh separatist movement outside a Sikh temple in Vancouver. While India had labelled Nijjar a terrorist for his alleged involvement in the Khalistan movement, Canada accused Indian agents of orchestrating his assassination. Prime Minister Trudeau went as far as ordering 5 Indian diplomats, including the top Indian official in Canada, to leave the country. That's what India did not like, and that's how the relationship of these two countries got clearly deteriorated, like with each other. And now I can say that Indian are quite serious about it, as the 5 Indian diplomats been ousted from Canada. The five, diplomats been told very clearly to leave Canada by Justin Trudeau. Justin Trudeau, who is unable to find his own economy, reliable, who has failed to, who's failed to strengthen his economy, who fails to continue his economy growth. The person is lecturing now India what should we be doing in this case? Second thing, we need to focus Canada's allegations. The accusations from Canadian officials, as reported by the Washington Post, claim that Indian diplomats were gathering intelligence on Singh diaspora members, passing this information to India's spy agency, the Research and Analysis Wing, or RAW, which allegedly used this data to target individuals for assassination. While India strongly denies these claims, Trudeau's government insists that the evidence points toward Indian involvement. Number three, this isn't the first time accusation, by the way. I want to make things very clear. International assassination have surfaced in 2018. The case of Jamal Khashoggi, a Saudi journalist, made headlines worldwide when Saudi agents were implicated in his murder at the Saudi consulate in Istanbul. Similarly, countries like Russia have faced multiple accusations of targeting defectors and critics, such as the poisoning of former spy Sergei Skripal in the UK. And now we know what happened exactly with the persons fighting against Vladimir Putin in the election 2024 got killed very brutally, and I think he was being poisoned in the prison cell. And then there was a massive protest erupted in Russia. People started demanding for justice for the person who died in the cell. That was something was very bad. I think I'm talking about the person who was running against Vladimir Putin. Canada's response was swift. After the acquisitions, 5 Indian diplomats were expelled, and Ottawa is pushing for more information from India. On the other hand, New Delhi retaliated by expelling Canadian diplomats from India, stating that the accusations are absurd and demanding that Canadians provide concrete evidence. Political and diplomatic ramifications, relations between Canada and India were already strained due to differences over trade and the growing Sikh diaspora in Canada, which has long been a point of which has long been a point of, like contention. Sikh separatists pushing for the creation of an independent Khalistan state continues to be a sensitive issue for India. Furthermore, Canada's close cooperation with the US on intelligence matters could escalate the situation, with reports suggesting that India tried to assassinate other another Khalistani activist, Gurpatwan Singh Panun, in the US last year. A global implications. The diplomatic clash between Canada and India might just be the tip of the iceberg. Other countries, such as the United States, have had similar concern about Indian interference. Like a recent U.S. investigation claimed that Indian agents attended to target individuals involved in pro-Khalistan campaigns. However, India's alignment with countries like the U.S. on broader geopolitical matters could complicate this case. We can take some historical examples. Diplomatic tensions like these can have significant consequences. We saw similar situation during the Cold War, where intelligence services from the US, the Soviet Union, and other nations were frequently involved in covert operations. The Israel Iran cyber war is another modern example where both sides have been accused of espionage and assassination attempts. What happens next? Where does this level us? The accusations against India have worsened relations with Canada, a country with a large and politically active Sikh diaspora. But beyond this, the situation could potentially affect India's diplomatic standing on a global scale. As more countries become wary of interference in their internal affairs, India could face isolation unless these allegations are resolved. What do you think? Will India be able to clear its name, or will this incident lead to a broader diplomatic fallout? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, if you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth analysis on global issues. Thank you very much for stopping by. Take care of yourself.